Hi ladies, so the second video that I'm going to show you tonight is my Hostess Packet. And I have found this new packet that I'm using for my hostesses to be extremely helpful. I have noticed that the guests in attendance to my actual parties is up quite a bit. And my hostesses are loving the big parties because they get lots of rewards. So I'm going to show you what they look like. And these folders are pretty cool. They come from Target, and you buy one and they donate one. So they have a whole line of pink office supplies. So I made these little labels that go on my Hostess Packet, and then I have my label. So anything that goes out there to my hostesses, my customers, even guests at party, it's going to have my label on it, because you never know whose hands that it might go through, who they're going to pass things on to, and I want them to have my contact information. So when I open it up, I have several clear sheet protectors. I'm going to talk about those in a minute, but in this first pocket, there's two things that I have. The first one is your Hostess Rewards flyer, and then the next one is cashing in a great party, and I will come back to this one at the very end. But this first flyer for your Hostess Rewards is your Hostess Bible. I tell my hostesses, do not lose this paper. They're going to use this for all the planning of their event. So typically I would highlight the $600 level and tell them that this is their average party. But if they do what is in this packet, they're going to have more than an average party. So it really just depends how gung-ho your hostess is and how much she wants in free products. So on the back, the first thing that she's going to do is she's going to make a guest list, because she's going to send this to me. And what I love about this is it takes a lot of the stress off of your hostess, and trying to come up with 40 names off the top of your head is not an easy thing to do. But they have listed 10 different social groups right here, which is 4 blanks under each social group, so it makes it really easy for them to come up with those 40 names. There's no stress in coming up with the list. So they start feeling a lot more confident about their party too, because they're seeing names on their list. They're like, oh yeah, I can invite this person, I can invite that person. When people feel like they don't have anybody to invite, they stress out, and that can cause cancellations with your booking. So we don't want that to happen. So show them this and promise it works, and make them use this. And it really is that simple. So they've made their guest list of 40 guests, and then what they're going to do next, and I'll come back to this, is they're going to take these are address labels, and I forget, there's like 30 on a sheet, I think, and I have a pink envelope in there, stamped and self-addressed to me. So as soon as they come up with their 30 addresses, they're going to put them back in the mail to me in this pink envelope, and they don't have to pay a cent for it. And I now have the guest names, their addresses, and I've taken control of my party. So I know that they're going to get invitations. So red stamp works really well for me, and that is typically the first thing that I do before, the invites go in the mail. Is I just send out a quick save the date, and want everybody to save that date. But getting something in the mail, having it in your hand, putting it on your refrigerator, you're less likely to forget. And I mail the mini catalogs, because there are still plenty of people out there that don't know about 31, so they can kind of flip through it and get an idea of the products that we have to offer to our guests at the party. So they're going to mail me 30 addresses, and sometimes they request more labels, which is awesome, gets me excited. So that is when I use this little envelope, and inside every envelope is a mini catalog, and it has a big sticker on the front with all the details of the party event. And if I have a special note to include about that party, like maybe it's a wine tasting party, I'll just type it up and put it on pink paper as a little special note. So now I'm just going to show you some of the other things that are in my Hostess Packet, because you've sent out your save the date, you've mailed your invitation. So this is where you really want to start coaching your hostess on talking the event up to her guests and collecting outside orders. So if your hostess can collect outside orders prior to the party, it makes a huge difference to her party total. So the next page that I have in here is the flyer with the special for that month. And then I have a personalization guide with all the font styles, the thread colors, and the icons, because not all of these icons are in the catalog. And these are really great for moms of young kids. They like to use these. And then I have an outside ordering spreadsheet, kind of shows you a formula to use, and then I include four order forms in there. That's my goal, is for her to get 4 outside orders prior to the party. So whatever your goal is, make sure that you have enough order forms in there that she can reach that goal. So back here, this is a wish list that I include in here, and she gets one catalog for herself, and I usually give her a second one that she can kind of pass around. There's always friends that, you know, it's life, they won't be able to make it, and so she might pass the catalog around for them to look at. So this wish list, they are to fill out prior to their party. I close my parties within 24 to 48 hours. The guests are so excited once they've ordered their product. They don't want to wait a long time to get them. And remember, our shipping time is 15 business days, okay? So you can't count the weekend. And I promise that the day after the party, I'll get texts of, has it shipped yet? When do you think we'll expect it? And I tell them at the event, but they're just excited. So you don't want to keep your party open for more than 3 days, because you're pushing out that party a whole extra week. You're making those guests wait a long time. So the wish list is extremely helpful for them to fill out prior to the party. So it also gives your hostess a good goal when they see how many products they want to what they should have in sales at their party. So this first sheet is completely optional, and I've had a couple of hostesses, they definitely fill this out. They want to earn, so for send me your guest list, they get an extra $5. Create your wish list, they get an extra $5. And they have to text me pictures. It's really simple. Collect outside orders. I'm going to get those when I get to the party, $5. Remind your guests about the party. So about a week before the party, you're going to send another red stamp text letting the guests know that, hey, the party's this weekend, I can't wait to see you. And then the last thing, find 3 or more friends that would like to party with me, and they get $11. So all of this adds up to $5, $10, $15, $20, $31, okay? And those guests that fill this out, they will have a $1,200 party, because they are working it. They're doing all these things that I coach them to do. Last Friday, I had a fantastic hostess, and she ended up flipping her party and joining our team. And she did all of these things, and she had a $1,400 party. So she got tons of free products, plus her start swell and all those goodies. So I promise that this will work. You have to coach your hostesses, to use this and to take those steps. But the biggest thing is you need to take control of your guest list. You need to mail out those invitations and make sure that the guests are actually receiving it, that they know about the event. And when you've taken the initiative to do that work for her, your hostess is less likely to cancel a party on you or try to reschedule, because they know how hard you're working to help them reach their goals and have fun. So anyways, I hope that helped you ladies with your hostess packets. If you have any questions, just text me, email me, call me, whatever works for you. Thanks, ladies. Have a great night.